Hello, today we're going to play with the Social Engineer Toolkit. I'm going to exploit another time a Windows 7 64-bit system, but this time I'm going to perform a more accurate and thorough pen test. Alright, here we're going to choose the tactic number 5. Next time I probably made the wrong choice, because that gives me an interpreter shell, and that's what I want. Now I'm going to set up the options for the payload, and it's being generated. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the payload to the var slash www slash html directory here in Linux. I renamed it first, like you see. So now I'm going to copy this file from the desktop. I don't need it there, to this folder, because I can access this file through the web on another virtual machine that I'm going to use as a victim. Alright, there we go. Good. With that being done, I'm going to move to the victim machine here, Windows 7, and I'm going to load the website in order to download the infected payload. Now consider that the victim, I clicked a link embedded in an email, or for example, he was browsing on a shady website and downloaded this file accidentally or intentionally. Now we're going to click this file in order to open it. And at the same time, I'm going to head to the Kali Linux virtual machine. We have a interpreter session open. Now I'm going to interact with it. So we can open a interpreter session. So let's start gathering information on the system, what we're faced up with. As you see, that's a Windows 7 64-bit. I was to have a privilege escalation, but like the other time, I can do that. One thing we can do is check if we're faced up with a virtual machine, because, for example, it tells us if the victim machine is a honeypot. We can also gather local subnets. This exploit didn't succeed anyway, so I'm going to use another exploit that I was successful with the other time, which is bypass UAC. I made a mistake here. Anyway, I need to background the session, and now I can successfully recall the exploit. Looks like I messed up something. Alright, this is the right time. So those are the options for this exploit, and we need to set up a parameter session which we'll set up as 1. We set up the payload, and at this point we need to see the options here, and the only two that we care for are listening host and listening port. So I'm going to set up listening host as the IP address of my attacking Kali Linux virtual machine. And I'm going to set the LP port to 443. Looks like there was a previous process already running on this port. I tried to exploit the system with cloning a fake website, so I'm going to change the port here and run the exploit again. And we have another interpreter session. Good. Now I could get the system escalation, and now I'm a system administrator. So we're good to go. At this point, we're going to start dumping password hashes, but there's a problem here. Even though I could get the system escalation, something doesn't look good. And I actually had to investigate about it. And I found out that this was due to the fact that if you don't migrate your interpreter session to a process that was automatically run when Windows starts, it doesn't let you do that. So I migrated to another process, but something keeps being wrong. I don't know why. And I can't do anything, and it looks like I actually screwed up and migrated to another user profile that's lower in terms of privilege. And in fact, I can't do anything. I am local service, not system authority. And I can't do anything. It doesn't let me migrate to another process. So at this point, what I'm going to do is background this session and open another one, re-exploiting the system. Running the exploit once again. So the exploit runs, and we got another interpreter session, and I'm going to perform the escalation once again. And this time it works. Now I'm gonna try and find a process where I can migrate in order to perform the hash dump. And this time we're successful, so I could dump the password hashes, and so I could be able to break the passwords here. Alright, so I'm going to copy this into a text file. I like to use VI. You can use whatever you want. I don't like Nano because I hate to hit control for everything, so in my opinion VI is much faster, but that's a personal preference. Oops, I need to correct something here. Alright, so we can save. Nice. So let's keep this built in the system. Now we can see the routes saved in the system. So the routing table. Let's see if there are some webcams attached, but no webcams are installed. It's a virtual machine. See, now we can see the installed desktops. This video risks to become a little too long, so I'm going to continue in the second part on a separate video. Bye bye.